Hi kings and queens, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiwi and let's just get right into the video क्योंकि मेरे से अब intro नहीं होने वाला है. These are all the things that I wish I knew as a teenager and you should too. First thing is you have to hit rock bottom before you find your calling. What I'm trying to say is I have found my calling several times in life when I have hit rock bottom, और it only happens जब तुम नई चीजें try करते हो. You don't in your teenage years, these are your exploring years. These are the years that you get to try new things, whether it's in the point of dating, career, or whatever it is. I have tried multiple things from my teenage years to my early 20s to know what I actually like. And बार बार तुम जब ये चीजें try out करते हो, not only that you get experience and adventure out of it, you'll get to know more about yourself. Don't believe those people who say कि you have to stick to one thing after 10th के boards or 12th के boards. It doesn't work like that. You have to be courageous enough to try multiple things and see what works out for you. And मैं professionalism की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ. If you want to be a doctor or like any certain profession, उस फील्ड में काफ़ी चीज़ें होती है जो ट्राई करनी होती है, तो मैं उसकी बात कर रही हूँ. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि one day you think you become a doctor, the next day you think you become an engineer. Not like that. So yeah, you have to find your calling multiple times. You have to hit rock bottom multiple times to find what actually works for you. And I think that once you hit the rock bottom, the anchor that is your stress and all those things that you're feeling right now, it releases. And uske baad you get to lift yourself up. That's the only way you're gonna work out. The second thing is being vulnerable and putting yourself out there. I'm talking about making new friends, maybe try to be a little bit extrovert if you're an introvert. Extroverts की तो बात ही नहीं है, they're always adventurous and always looking for new connections and new relationships and new ideas and all those things. Putting yourself out there and being vulnerable will teach you actual meaning of relationships and friendships and all those things. If you get hurt, but you still learn. But if you don't get hurt, you still learn. Learning is a process that shouldn't stop in the entirety of your whole life. I think that a person who stops learning stops living and stops enjoying life altogether. So you should be able to accept that you are able to learn. Third thing is always be the main character. I have heard a lot of people from the hate comments on my videos who are hating on me just because I love myself. I mean, bitch, calm the fuck down. But anyways, you have to picture yourself as the main character. As I said, the circle of life, you have to put yourself first. And this is your life, this is your canvas, this is your paintbrush, these are your colors. Don't give them off to anyone else. Don't let anyone else take your paintbrush and paint you a picture. You have to do it yourself. You are the main character. You are the main fucking character in your life. You are that bitch, you are that boy, you are that man. You have to act like it. Just don't give off your paintbrush like you would not give someone your car or drive a seat to your car, because you are driving your own car. We have our own lanes, we have our own cars, as I've stated in many videos. Next thing is be adventurous and make adventurous friends. Don't run from adventurous friends and don't run away from friends who want to experience it all. Don't think of them as red flags and don't think of them as they just want to do all these things. You want to do all these things with them, together or alone. You have to be adventurous in life because you don't know when your life is going to end. And I don't want you guys to have any regrets in life, whether it's in the term of trips or clubbing or relationships, love life, whatever it is. Have no regrets, do it all, because at the end of the day, when you are with yourself at night, you are going to think about the things that you did not do, not all the things that you did do. So do the things that you think that you're not supposed to do, legally of course. And yeah, be adventurous as fuck. The positive point of being friends with extroverted people or adventurous people is that you get to know so much about people in general and how to behave with them, how to approach them, how to talk to them, everything. I was an introvert at a time and my best friend was an extrovert and I learned so many things from her. The way that she would go up to strangers to talk to her and they would be so kind to her. All I'm saying is make all types of friends: introvert, extrovert, adventurous, non-adventurous, drinkers, non-drinkers, smokers, non-smokers, whatever. Next thing I want to talk about is financial independence. Whether it is a spender of 5,000 per month or whatever it is, it will just give you the main character syndrome boost. When you're in your teenagers, it is going to boost your confidence so much, and it just feels so good when you can afford your own coffee and own dinner. In your late teenagers and early 20s, it's very important to have a little bit of financial freedom. I'm not talking about pocket money. I'm talking about actually doing something which fulfills your soul, or whatever it is, you have to do that. Next thing that I'm really passionate to talk about is reading. I don't care what type of reading you do, fiction, non-fiction, newspaper, magazines, whatever reading it is, blogs, whatever. A person should be reading something or the other in the entirety of their life, whether it is any type of reading. you should be reading. Attention span जो होता है तुम्हारा वो reading से तो increase होगा ही. It will boost your creativity. It will be a portal where you can actually indulge yourself in something and get out of the life that is happening around you. Because especially in teenagers, you want to read novels and all kinds of books that helps you escape from reality. And if you're in your early 20s, you would want to jump into newspapers, magazines, blogs, all those things. Next thing is having a hobby or a creative outlet. When you are in your early 20s, when you're looking for a job and you're working and all those things, it sucks. It really sucks when you don't have a hobby, when you don't have a creative outlet, whether it is playing games, creative stuff like poetry, reading, writing, painting. So many creative outlets are out there, okay? Teenagers में तुम जब ये चीज़ों से bond नहीं करोगे, when you don't glorify your hobbies and don't identify them as your creative outlets, तुम्हें वो early 20s and late 20s में बहुत पछतावा होगा, when you'll feel very exhausted and when you'll feel like the job is sucking the soul out of your life happens. So I just suggest that you get some creative outlet going on for you. Basically, my creative outlet after work is that I like to film videos about stuff, whether it is advices, talking about my personal life or whatever it is. I just like talking about it because it gets me into a zone where I can be free. And I can do whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. Whatever the... Oh my god, I'm sleeping so much. Anyways, you might not be a very creative person, but it also helps when you just kind of sing songs and just put it in your voice memos, even if you're not a good singer. I have tried it out. And I'm not gonna sing publicly ever again. But that also helps out. Next thing I want to talk about is digital detox. So you might know that I used this keypad phone, which is really pretty, really cute, for like a year or something. I used to take this with me when I travel. It helped me a lot. It helped me reconnect with nature, with people, and I noticed things that I did not about people and about myself. I'm not saying buy a keypad phone and just keep using that, abandon your own digital phone. All I'm saying is limit your time on social media where you are like posting about stuff that you're doing. It's not wrong, I'm not opposed to it, but it just, you have to cut yourself once in a lifetime. तो तुम्हें ये करना ही चाहिए. You have to cut yourself from the loop that you're going through. And when you're actually done with that, the digital detox, you would not feel the same addiction and the same dopamine releases when you actually start using your phone. ये मैंने notice किया था. I felt so liberated and I felt so free after I stopped using my current phone. I used to use my business laptop and my business Mac. That's all that I use for my business purposes. And बाकी personal use I used to use this phone. I read more books than I counted. I used to go to watch movies, which I do not do a lot. And that brings me to another topic, is that if you're not satisfied with your life, you're doing something right, because only boring people are satisfied with their life. It is so true. Listen to that again. Only boring people are satisfied with their life. If you're not satisfied with your life, you are doing something right. You are on the right path to something huge. You know why your soul craves that so much? It's because you have it in another lifetime or you have it in the future. That's true. The fact that you want that, the fact that you're craving that, just means that you are on the right path. And I'm not saying don't be grateful and criticize the things that you do have right now. You have to be grateful for the things that you do have right now, because those are the pillars that will help you get there where you want to be. This will just be like exploring your own potential or something like that. Next thing I want to talk about is fixing your relationship with your parents, because it's so important to do so. Even if they are not willing to do that, you have to do that. Sometimes parents are not parents enough, and sometimes you have to stop parenting your parents, that I've talked about in a video of mine. Nowadays, I think children are separated from the parental love or the relationship that they used to have in the 90s or the 70s or whatever. They have been feeling that the parents have been neglecting their children, or they have been treating them badly, and they don't focus on their mental health, and they don't know what to say when a child is suffering from something. Talk it out to your parents, and if they're not listening, at least have a friend that you can rely on completely, who would not go around telling your shit to everyone else. Because in the best case scenario, your parents are your best friends and you should be able to share everything with them. At least one of them. At least एक के साथ तो तुम्हारा relationship ऐसा होना ही चाहिए कि life में छोटी सी छोटी चीज़ भी उनको पता होगी. They gave you birth. उन्होंने तुम्हें जन्म दिया है. Just remember that. Next thing I want to talk about is, I'm going to regret talking about this, but it's better to have loved and lost than ever to have loved at all. Because now you know what not to do. Now you know how you're going to get hurt. Now you know your attachment styles. Now you know everything about the gender. And now you're researching about how men treat you and how women treat you and how not to get treated badly and all those things, right? Now you're on my channel watching videos about manipulation and dating and lifestyle. Because when you love and when you lose, you actually gain yourself and you understand what you actually bring to the table. You understand yourself more clearly and confidently, and you're able to portray that love that you are trying to find in someone else within yourself. You become the person that you want to end up with, and that's the most beautiful thing ever. I think people forget that most relationships end for the good, for your own soul. Okay, next thing, journalize, meditate, affirm, whatever you want to call it. Whatever 5-year goal or 5-month goal that you have to visualize it, you have to manifest it, you have to bring it into your reality. You have to act like the person that you want to be. You have to act like you fucking have it, because in the future you do. So why not start acting like it right now? And by that, I do not mean witchcraft. I do not mean light some candles, do some hooba booba to yourself or your reality. I'm not trying to change your reality in something that is not. If you're thinking about it so bad, if you're craving it, it means you're already having it in the future. And why not start acting like you have it right now? That is the whole point of manifestation, affirmation, or whatever you want to call it. Always, when you're praying or talking to God or the universe, I want to tell you to say one thing, and that is, I'm so grateful to have this. And this is your future goal or future thing that you're going to become. Because when you put it out like that, universe has nothing but to obey it. Because what you say and what you put out is literally converting into your reality. Your thoughts and your patterns and your ideas, whatever words that you're using to express yourself, are shaping your reality. When you think like that, you step into a vibration that is so strong, the aura that you step into, and you feel like you are actually living that reality out. When you wake up, you think about that thing. When you sleep, you think about that thing. When you're making breakfast, you think about that thing. When you walk, you're still thinking about that. I want your goal to be imprinted in your subconscious so that when you actually achieve it, it feels like I was supposed to have this. I literally had this in my mind, and I'm not even surprised, I'm just happy. This is how your reaction should be when you actually achieve those goals. Because in reality, you already had it. Next thing, morning rituals that I want to talk about is that if you don't sing or dance, you should start doing right now. Especially in the morning, it sets the whole tone for the morning, okay? When you wake up, connect your speaker, play amazing music, play the baddie playlist or whatever music that gets you going. Dancing, singing, jumping, crying, whatever it is that gets you in your emotions, I just love it. The second thing, last but not the least, everyone has their own lane in life. Everyone has their own car in life. Do not forget that. I keep telling this in every video, and I'm going to in the future ones as well. Don't try to define their success with yours. That will just kill you inside, because when you think that they have this car and I have this car, at least you have a car. You have a lane. Everyone has a car. Everyone has their lanes. So if you compare yourself to them, that will just kill you inside. Everyone succeeds in their own ways. Everyone has their own journey and destination to go to. I just want you to figure out the fuel that drives you. Figure out the fuel that drives your car, that keeps you motivated, that keeps you waking up in the morning every day. The last thing I want to tell you, that you don't have to have your life figured out right now. You don't have to have your plans lined up right now, because you don't know one day when your mind strikes and that idea strikes or that meeting strikes, when you meet the exact person that is granting you the opportunity to where you want to be led. You don't have to fixate on the college ideas. You don't have to fixate on the degree that you're gonna get. You don't have to fixate on the grades that you're gonna get, because eventually you're gonna get that done, right? Because remember that you already have it in the future. You're gonna work your ass off to make it happen, that's for sure. But visualizing that you already have it in the future should not stop you from working towards it in the present. Just remember that. This video was very fast paced because I just had 1-line notes in my phone. If this video helped you in 1%, I am grateful to you. I love your existence. You matter so much to me that you're on this channel and viewing my videos, liking and commenting and all that. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. I hope that's the same case for you, and I just hope that you don't stress about things that you can't control. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Stay juicy. Bye-bye.